Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Meoni of AceGamesTV, and today I'm on the public test realms of World of Warcraft, looking at new content being added to the game in patch 5.4. In this video we're looking at the Timeless Isle, a new island addition to the game. Located just east off the coast of the Jade Forest Zone, this island is currently untestable, and indeed is very much in its earliest stages within this footage I'm showing you now. However, we are taking our first steps to show you what is currently here using various methods. For indeed the first method of exploration, I used the Hunter's ability Hawkeye to take a look at what is actually here. Now, unfortunately I wasn't able to Hawkeye the center of the island, so we're going to explore that in a new way. But first I'd show you the sort of animals that you will find here on the island. As you can see, these are placeholders, these test cranes. These may or may not be here, but I think they will be, and let's show you why I think that. So the next set of footage does explore the entirety of the island, but unfortunately the colours will be completely off. I had to use a few tinkerings, and thank you Sila for a macro that I used to allow colour to be seen whilst in death form. That's particularly useful, but I was able to explore this zone as a ghost, so that's what I'm about to do. So immediately noticeable is two landing points on the island, one to the west of the isle for the Horde with Horde banners, and to the east for the Alliance with Alliance banners. If we go from these points to the centre of the isle, you may notice this ancient architecture leading to a large open arena type area. This area and the area surrounding it is surrounded by statues, and more noticeably 4 statues representing each of the 4 celestial gods of Pandaria: Chi-Ji the crane, Zuin the tiger, the ox, and so on. This confirms my suspicions that perhaps this island, or at least some part of the island, will be used in the battles against the Celestials as forms of tests, like a test of strength or wisdom, etc., as the Celestials themselves are now shown as world bosses in the Dungeon Encounter Journal. So that's something to look at, but then again, nothing is confirmed, and I shouldn't be here, so who knows. As we exit the first arena sort of area, this open area here, we go through an archway through the eastern side of the island, which snakes as a path all the way up to the top of a mountain. As you can see here, the next area after the main arena that I showed you, that first area, is actually a small fishing village. Now this place doesn't seem to have any association, but it's my firm belief that there's going to be some kind of like quests or daily quests or something related to questing on this island. There are various doodads along the way, which I'll show you a few of them actually sometime in this video. But this is a fishing village anyway. There's a lot of things to do on the island, and I think they're trying to include a bit of everything, like world bosses, pet battles, and stuff like that. So yeah, but it still remains to be seen, but it's particularly cool. So let's continue up the winding path. We're going to go over quite a few bridges actually on the way to the summit. Now spoilers, there's not much up there, but I will be showing off the architecture along the way. So as we go up here, it's fairly obvious there are mesas, like little islands in the ocean. We can't actually get to those, and I don't believe they have anything other than foliage on them. If you look over here, there's a bit below with like a couple of, I don't know what you'd call them actually, I guess statues or something, like plinths, big pillars. Yeah, we'll call them pillars. I don't know why I was trying to find a word. So this is the first major bridge. It's very bridge-like, as you can imagine. So nothing too inspiring up here, but there is a large path. It's very picturesque, and I can imagine with all of the colours available to a living person, it would look rather cool. A lot like the actual artwork, if you remember from the original Mists of Pandaria beta, early stuff, before the beta even came out, the concept art with all of the bridges intersecting. If you remember that, with Lawwalker Cho on the front, or Chen Stormstout, I think it was, if I remember correctly. It looks a lot like that to me. But anyway, as we go further up, it's more noticeable that on the map there's actually a bit missing, and this does become quite apparent very shortly. But I thought I'd show it off anyway. We're going to go up here, show you how far this is. So there's going to be probably a lot of mobs on this island, as you can imagine, so that might include the likelihood of dailies perhaps. I can imagine them making as much use of this island as humanly possible, considering it feels a lot like the Isle of Giants, you know? There was a lot of content actually fit into one small area, so this is quite cool. Adding quite a lot of content into a condensed area is really quite amazing as a little extra. And if there is like world bosses and, you know, the proving grounds, a lot of people are saying that this place might be to do with that. It's a truly awe-inspiring looking place. As you can see, there's a bit of bridge missing there, so this is going to be an issue. Obviously, being dead and only being able to be here in ghost form for exploration, I'm not able to use any kind of abilities or anything to get me across this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut across in a few moments to an aerial shot where I do actually show what's behind that wall as well. But I think we've explored as much as we can. We're just going to show you what it's like from below, and then we're going to show you these caves. Now there are a few caves directly under this bridge area where we are now. Basically these caves have nothing in them. There's a doodad on a wall, a rock smasher, which presumably is part of a quest to open a cave entrance. But anyway, this has been one of my videos looking at the Timeless Isles. We're going to do more coverage of 5.4 content as soon as it becomes available, myself and Metro, and anyone else who feels like making a video for AceGamesTV. So be sure to subscribe and check in daily for more content. My name's been Meoni of AceGamesTV. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you next time.